The big question that remains is whether Darci Lynne's disappearance from the public eye is truly a goodbye forever, or just a temporary pause. Fans hope for her return, but the entertainment world is uncertain. After everything she has endured, the pressure, the creative restrictions, and the emotional toll, Darci Lynne faces the difficult task of redefining herself beyond the persona that captivated millions. The path back won't be easy. She must navigate an industry that moves fast and often forgets its former stars. But the story is not just about loss or farewell, it's about resilience and reinvention. Many artists who step away return stronger, with new perspectives and renewed passion. Darci Lynne's talent and spirit have never disappeared. They're simply waiting for the right moment and conditions to shine again. Whether she chooses to come back to ventriloquism, try something new, or step away from show business altogether, her story remains one of courage and determination. For now, the silence is heavy, but it holds the promise of a new chapter. Goodbye forever? Or perhaps goodbye for now, until Darci Lynne finds her true voice again, on her own terms. The sentence that Darci Lynne faced was not one handed down by a judge or jury, but a binding contract that controlled much of her life and career. This legal and professional sentence limited her freedom to make creative decisions, explore new opportunities, and grow as an artist beyond the role that made her famous. In the entertainment business, especially for young stars, contracts often come with strict clauses that prioritize commercial success over artistic freedom. For Darci Lynne, this meant that her management and record labels had the final say in what she could perform, where she could go, and how she presented herself to the world. This invisible sentence kept her in a box, preventing her from experimenting with new styles or taking breaks without risking her career. Many young performers face similar challenges, where their early success becomes both a blessing and a cage. The pressure to maintain a certain image and deliver consistent results makes it difficult to take risks or voice personal desires. This legal and emotional binding can feel like a sentence, restricting freedom and creating a constant tension between the artist's dreams and business realities. For Darci Lynne, breaking free from this sentence is not just about ending a contract. It's about reclaiming her voice, her creativity, and her future. It's a battle familiar to many artists, especially those who achieve fame at a young age, and it highlights the darker side of the entertainment industry that fans rarely see. Understanding this sentence helps explain why she stepped away and why her return, if it happens, must be on her own terms. The breaking point for Darci Lynne came quietly, but it was a seismic shift in her life and career. After years of nonstop performing, constant travel, and living under the watchful eyes of the public and management, she reached a moment where continuing on the same path felt impossible. The pressures of fame, creative limits, and exhaustion built up over time, eroding the joy she once found in performing. Fans noticed her sudden disappearance from the public eye, sparking rumors and speculation about burnout or personal troubles. For Darci Lynne, it wasn't just about taking a break. It was about reclaiming her life and identity outside the role that the industry had defined for her. The entertainment world is notoriously unforgiving when young stars step back, but for her, stepping away was necessary to preserve her mental and emotional health. It was a courageous choice, yet it came with uncertainty and sacrifice. The breaking point revealed a truth often hidden beneath the surface of celebrity. The cost of success can be high, especially when others control the narrative and career path. This moment wasn't just a pause, but a silent statement about the need for freedom, balance, and authenticity. It raised important questions about how the industry treats young talent and the pressures they endure behind the scenes. Darci Lynne's story at this point is a powerful reminder that behind every public figure is a real person grappling with the complexities of life, fame, and the search for personal happiness. Behind the bright lights, applause, and endless tours, Darci Lynne's journey was not without its hardships. While millions saw a confident young performer who seemed to have it all, the truth was far more complex. The entertainment industry, especially for young stars, can be a tough, unforgiving place. Darci Lynne faced pressures that stretched beyond the stage. The constant travel, late-night rehearsals, and public scrutiny weighed heavily on her, often making her feel exhausted and isolated. While her fans saw the polished performances, few knew about the moments of doubt and anxiety she faced when the cameras were off. One of the biggest challenges was the creative restrictions placed on her. The same act that made her famous, the singing puppet, became a cage, limiting her artistic growth. Industry executives and management often resisted changes, preferring to keep her in the familiar mold that guaranteed success. For a young artist hungry to experiment and grow, this was frustrating and disheartening. Beyond creative struggles, the demands of fame took a toll on her personal life. Maintaining a perfect image in public meant sacrificing privacy and spontaneity. Every social media post, every public appearance was scrutinized, adding to the pressure to always be on. For someone still in their teens, balancing the demands of stardom with the normal challenges of growing up was overwhelming. Darci Lynne also faced the emotional strain of separation from friends and a normal childhood, as touring and work schedules left little room for typical teenage experiences. These behind-the-scenes struggles reveal the less glamorous side of fame, showing that even bright stars can burn out when weighed down by too many demands. Following her stunning victory on America's Got Talent, Darci Lynne's career soared to heights that most young performers could only dream of. She became more than just a ventriloquist. She became a household name and an inspiration to millions. The journey from that small Oklahoma town to international fame wasn't easy, but it was a whirlwind of opportunity and success that unfolded rapidly. Darci Lynne found herself performing on some of the biggest stages, including television specials, live tours, and charity events, where her unique talent continued to wow audiences. Her blend of humor, heart, and vocal skill set her apart from typical entertainers. She wasn't just a child performing with puppets. She was a master storyteller who brought characters to life with unforgettable charm. The entertainment industry took notice quickly, with producers and managers eager to work with her. But fame came with its own pressures and expectations. Suddenly, Darci Lynne wasn't just singing for fun. She was a professional expected to meet strict schedules, handle media interviews, and maintain a public image. The shift from childhood innocence to professional entertainer can be jarring, especially at such a young age. Yet, Darci Lynne managed it with grace, often crediting her family and faith for keeping her grounded. Still, the demands of fame were relentless. The industry wanted to keep her in a particular box, her original ventriloquist act that won a key, rather than letting her grow and explore new creative directions. The fans loved what they saw, but behind the scenes, Darci Lynne began to feel the limitations of being the ventriloquist girl. Despite the accolades and opportunities, there was a growing tension between the joy of performing and the weight of expectations. This rise to fame was dazzling, but came with the price of creative control and personal freedom. Challenges that many young stars face, but few talk about openly. Darci Lynne's rise to fame was anything but accidental. It was the result of years of grueling hard work, unwavering dedication, and countless moments of quiet practice that most people never see. While other children her age were focused on video games and social media, Darci was perfecting her craft, spending hours every day in front of a mirror, learning how to manipulate her puppets so they seemed alive. Her ventriloquism wasn't just about throwing her voice, it was an intricate dance of timing, emotion, and storytelling. She worked on her singing too, mastering difficult songs that challenged her young voice. But the real breakthrough came in 2017, when she auditioned for America's Got Talent at the tender age of 12. The competition was fierce and the stakes were high. Contestants came from all over the world, each with their own unique talents, hoping for a chance to be seen and heard. Darci Lynne's audition was a revelation. She brought to the stage not only a puppet, but a character, a story, and a voice that captivated the judges and the audience. Her puppet Petunia sang with such soul and precision that it was impossible to believe the voice was coming from anyone but the puppet itself. The judges were stunned, the crowd was electrified, and viewers at home fell in love instantly. That moment wasn't just a win for Darci Lynne. It was a turning point for ventriloquism as an art form, bringing it back into the spotlight with fresh energy and excitement. From that moment on, her life changed forever. She went from a talented local girl to a national sensation almost overnight, navigating a whirlwind of media appearances, tours, and fan adoration. But behind the scenes, the long hours of practice and preparation didn't stop. Darci knew that talent alone wasn't enough. She had to work harder than anyone else to keep up with the spotlight.
Darci Lynne is an upcoming young singer who gained immense popularity and astounded audiences. Her remarkable vocal talent has captivated fans worldwide. However, beneath the elegant Darci's voice is a heart-wrenching, tragic story of the young girl's life. Listening to her story, you would shed a tear. Join us as we delve into the poignant and challenging life journey of Darci Lynne Farmer. Since its 2006 debut, there have been so many memorable performances on the America's Got Talent show. It is the greatest stage on television after all. However, despite all the hilarious bits, viral acts, and golden buzzer moments, Darci Lynne Farmer's 2017 ventriloquist act still stands out as one of the most refreshing wins. Darci cemented her place in entertainment history by taking home the trophy in the 12th season of the show. But these days, it appears that the talented star may be drifting away from sharing the stage with her puppets. What happened to Darci Lynne Farmer after America's Got Talent? Keep watching as we take a look at her meteoric rise and worrying concerns about her trajectory going forward. Darci's life. Before the golden moment growing up in Oklahoma, Darci shared a close bond with her family, which includes her parents and brothers Nick, Dalton, and Nate. She attended the nearby Deer Creek Middle School in Edmond, Oklahoma, until fame came calling. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. Darci began participating in talent pageants when she was 6 years old as a means to conquer her shyness. It's hard to believe that the extraordinarily talented Darci originally suffered from crippling shyness, particularly when it came to performing. Reflecting on those days as she spoke to the Tampa Bay Times, Darci stated it was hard. I wouldn't talk to people. I wouldn't talk to people. I would hide behind my mom. I wouldn't look people in the eye. But she totally proved herself to be a natural when she began participating in gymnastics at the state or regional level, as well as singing Broadway hits at beauty pageants. Darci went on to win multiple first-place awards at the state and national levels in Cinderella pageants when she was 8 years old. She then proceeded to compete in the International Cinderella pageant alongside 65 other girls from all over the globe. This was where she crossed paths with the reigning queen, who happened to be a ventriloquist. The art of ventriloquism captivated Darci, and she began to believe it might be the key to overcoming her shyness. At first, Darci's mother, Misty, was skeptical, telling her that she was more of a singer than a ventriloquist. Her parents were also concerned that she wouldn't be able to devote enough time to ventriloquism, gymnastics, and school. However, for her 10th birthday, Darci succeeded in persuading her parents to get her a ventriloquist puppet. She spent countless hours in front of her bedroom mirror honing her voiceover skills and creating vivid characters. Soon, she could perform the remarkable feat of yodeling without moving her lips, as well as controlling her characters' voices, manipulating puppets, and mastering lip control. In less than a month after getting her first puppet, Darci went on Edmond's Got Talent, and she ended up winning first place for Best Act among both adult and kid performers. Her performance was so impressive that she was awarded first place and the $300 grand prize. Gary Owen, a famous ventriloquist coach, was equally impressed by the performance. He was a professional ventriloquist and promised to tutor Darci. Owen willingly became Darci's business manager and ventriloquist coach. Soon after, she would go on to perform on even bigger platforms. She took home the top prize at Oklahoma's Got Talent the following year and went on to emerge as Entertainer of the Year overall on America's Kids in Branson, Missouri. Next, Darci made her national television debut on March 27, 2016 on Little Big Shots, hosted by Steve Harvey on NBC. She also made history in July of the same year at the International Ventriloquist Convention, the first ever evening show including a kid ventriloquist. She performed alongside celebrity ventriloquists Kevin Johnson and Todd Oliver, and more than 600 of her fellow ventriloquists gave her a standing ovation. What began as a bid to overcome being shy was quickly taking Darci to the biggest stages with startling speed. It set the stage for her eventual career triumphs, as you'll discover shortly. Impressive acts on the AGT stage. When Darci heard about the Austin, Texas tryouts for America's Got Talent ADT, she ambitiously wanted to give it a try. She was just 12 at the time when she decided to introduce her collection of cute ventriloquist dummies, which included Oscar the Mouse and Petunia the Bunny, to the AG audience. She begged her parents to take her to the auditions because she regarded it as her golden opportunity. Her parents, by now used to her ambitious aspirations and dogged persistence, agreed to take her to the auditions, but it came at a cost. She had to miss the first day of school in 7th grade to be able to audition for the show. During her audition, Darci displayed her ventriloquist talents through her rabbit puppet, Petunia, performing Summertime by George Gershwin. Her performance captivated both the judges and the crowd, who were so moved that they spontaneously rose to their feet in a standing ovation. Shocked and amazed, even Simon Cowell, who is notoriously critical, couldn't contain his admiration. After Darci's performance, Mel B, a former Spice Girl who is a judge on the show, was so impressed that she smashed the golden buzzer, resulting in Darci advancing to the quarterfinals. Her audition became the most socially viewed ADT performer in the series' history within 30 hours of airing, with her audition video reaching 105 million views in 24 hours on Facebook. But that wasn't all. It kept getting views, and it made it into the top 10 trending videos of 2017 on YouTube, where it landed at number 4. Simon Cowell in July of 2022 ranked his 15 favorite golden buzzer moments from America's Got Talent over the years, and Darci notably came in as his number 2. In her first live performance after her incredible golden buzzer moment, Darci performed a soul-stirring version of Who's Loving You with her adorable mouse puppet, Oscar. She received standing ovations from Simon Cowell, Heidi Klum, Mel B, and Howie Mandel. Heidi exclaimed, saying how, "Most people can't even sing with their mouth open, okay? And you sing so beautifully with your mouth shut." Darci and Angelica Hale, another favored competitor on the season, were able to make it to the semi-finals thanks to enough votes. During her semi-final performance, Darci introduced her new puppet friend Edna Dor Knocker, a feisty and hilarious character who became an instant hit with fans. Darci placed herself in a smart spot adjacent to the judges, and her outstanding performance, along with Edna's charming flirtation with Judge Simon Cowell, made for a memorable encounter for the audience. In a mesmerizing performance, Darci and Edna stunned the judges and audience by being able to effortlessly switch between the tunes and moods of several roles. At the next stage, Darci was up against some formidable competition in the top 10 comedian Preacher Lawson, dog acts Sarah and Hero, dancing ensembles Diavolo and Light Balance, singer-songwriters Chase Goring and Mandy Harvey, and 3 exceptionally gifted singers Evie Claire, Kechi Okwuchi, and Angelica Hale. This round had Darci performing with a little help from my friends with her beloved puppet pals, Petunia and Oscar. The performance was a stunning fusion of love, humor, and extraordinary talent, and it captivated the entire theater. It moved Simon Cowell so much that he daringly predicted, saying, "I think you're going to win," and boy, was he right. After the live performance by the top 10 finalists, host, Tyra Banks, announced that a record-breaking 52 million votes were cast. Darci was luckily able to make it to the final 5 instead of Preacher Lawson, thanks to the votes she earned. At the finale, Darci featured Terry Fator, the first ventriloquist to win the AGT competition. She and her puppet Petunia performed a duet of Anything You Can Do along with Terry Fator and his puppet, Winston. Alarmingly, Darci tripped over the song's opening phrase, but she picked herself up and kept on. On the other hand, since his time on AT in 2007, Terry Fator has gone on to achieve great success as a Vegas performer. In 2007, Terry won the $1 million grand prize for his puppet collection, comedic timing, and flawless impressions of people like Kermit the Frog and Etta James. Only one other ventriloquist had ever been able to repeat his triumph until Darci showed up 10 years later, stunning the judges with her powerful voice. After a nerve-wracking moment on the stage with Angelica Hale as the last talent standing, Darci was announced as the winner of Season 12. NBC revealed that Darci had received more votes in the finale than any previous performance in the history of the show, making it clear that Darci's victory was about more than simply the title and the prize. As reported by NBC, the former Deer Creek Middle School student captivated viewers with her outstanding rendition of the Beatles classic and garnered the most number of votes ever for an AD finale program. She became only the 3rd ventriloquist to win the show, and also the 3rd child and 3rd female ever to win the show. Impact of her win and career earnings. After Darci won the show, she made a prediction saying hopefully things were going to change for the better in her life. She also expressed her joy and excitement for what lies ahead in an interview with People. Darci's sentiments weren't far off the mark, as she not only made history that summer, but was impactful in boosting the ratings of the ADT show. Reports showed an increase of 14% from the previous summer to an average of 15.7 million viewers. Thanks to superior talents like Darci and others, AT delivered its most watched season ever in its 12th season. Among all television entertainment series, it ranked 4th for the 2016-17 season, trailing only The Walking Dead, The Big Bang Theory, and NCIS, as stated in the press release. The season not only broke ratings records, but also digital platform records, with over 2.6 billion views across Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter altogether. Darci also began to get recognition from past talent shows that she had competed in. The 2014 Edmonds Got Talent competition in particular curated a museum display honoring Darci.
Achoo! Bless you. Oh wow, that was a big one.
What are the secrets about Darci Lynne that America's Got Talent kept hidden, and why?
This is the future, Petunia. Feel funky, feel good. Gonna tell ya I'm in the neighborhood. Gonna fly like a bird.
Darci Lynne won America's Got Talent in 2017 and became a superstar from that moment on. But before all this, she told us about herself. She mentioned that she is just a shy girl who loves ventriloquism and singing. However, what we discovered about her is shocking. So let's get started.
Let's go.
Did you know that Darci Lynne Farmer is signed to a major record label? Yes, it's true. After winning America's Got Talent, Darci caught the eye of Simon Cowell, the famous judge. Simon was so impressed with her talent that he signed her to his own record label, Seco Music. Seco Music is known for signing big stars like One Direction and Little Mix. So, Darci is in great company. Being part of Seco Music means she gets to work with some of the best producers and songwriters in the industry. This helps her create amazing performances that we all love to watch. What's cool is that Darci isn't just a ventriloquist, she's also a great singer. Seco Music helps her showcase both her ventriloquism and singing skills. They help her plan shows, record songs, and even produce TV specials. This support makes it easier for Darci to focus on what she does best: entertaining us. Being signed to Seco Music also means Darci has a bright future ahead. The label's team helps her grow as an artist and reach even more fans. Did you know that Darci Lynne had a special mentor to help her with ventriloquism? That's right. Darci was mentored by Gary Owen, a talented ventriloquist and comedian. Gary Owen played a big role in Darci's journey to becoming a star. He taught her many important skills and tricks to make her performances even better. Gary showed Darci how to bring her puppets to life and make them seem real to the audience. With his help, she learned how to improve her act and add more humor and personality to her puppets. Darci and Gary spent a lot of time practicing together. He gave her tips on how to move her lips less and use her voice in different ways. This practice helped Darci become one of the best ventriloquists on America's Got Talent. Gary Owen's guidance didn't just stop at technical skills. He also taught Darci how to connect with her audience and keep them entertained. This is why her shows are always so fun and engaging. Gary's mentoring helped Darci feel more confident on stage, which is so important for any performer. Having a mentor like Gary Owen was a big advantage for Darci. His experience and advice helped her grow and succeed in a very competitive field. So when you watch Darci Lynne perform, remember that behind her incredible talent is a great mentor who helped her shine. If you're interested in ventriloquism or just love watching talented performers, Darci's story with Gary Owen is truly inspiring. Keep watching to see how far her amazing skills will take her. It may come as a shock, but Darci Lynne once faced a tough battle against cancer. In July 2020, she was announced cancer-free. Even though the type of cancer she had is not publicly known, Darci didn't keep her journey private. She used her platform to spread awareness and support cancer charities. One notable act was her donation to the Toby Keith Foundation in Oklahoma, which helps kids with cancer. Darci's story is not just about her talent on America's Got Talent. It's about her strength and big heart. She continues to inspire many with her courage and determination, showing that even in hard times, you can make a difference. Did you know that Darci Lynne has many talents besides ventriloquism? That's right. She enjoys playing the ukulele and piano, and she loves to dance. Darci Lynne's talent goes beyond making her puppets talk and sing. She started playing the piano when she was very young. She loves creating music and learning new songs. The piano is one of her favorite ways to express herself and have fun. And let's not forget about dancing. Darci loves to dance and often incorporates it into her performances. Whether it's a fun dance routine or just moving to the music, dancing helps Darci connect with her audience and make her shows even more exciting. Darci Lynne has expressed a desire to learn hip-hop dance. She's intrigued by the cool moves and rhythm of hip-hop dancing. Despite being known for her ventriloquism skills, Darci has a passion for exploring different forms of dance, showing her interest in expanding her talents beyond what we see on stage. This glimpse into her aspirations adds another dimension to her journey as a performer and highlights her curiosity and dedication to trying new things. If you're curious about Darci's journey and what she might explore next, stay tuned to see how she incorporates her love for dance into her already impressive repertoire. Having these diverse talents makes Darci Lynne a well-rounded performer. She can sing, play instruments, and dance, all while entertaining us with her ventriloquism. This variety keeps her shows fresh and interesting, and it's one of the reasons why fans love her so much. Darci Lynne has a deep love for jazz music, especially the classics from the early 1950s. And hear what she said: despite her young age, Darci appreciates the soulful melodies and timeless voices of jazz legends. Her passion for jazz shows her eclectic taste in music beyond her performances on America's Got Talent. It's a side of Darci that adds richness to her personality and influences her artistic expression. Knowing her love for jazz gives fans a deeper understanding of her musical influences and what inspires her performances. So, if you enjoy jazz or want to learn more about Darci Lynne's musical interests, stay tuned to discover more about this talented young artist. Darci Lynne comes from a family where performing runs in their blood. Her mum is a talented singer who often joins Darci on stage during shows. Their performances together are special moments that highlight their close bond and shared love for music. Her mum learned to sing when she was young, inspired by her dad, and she passed on this passion to Darci from a young age. Together, they used to sing in church, sharing their voices with their community. These early experiences helped Darci develop her own love for performing and singing. Growing up surrounded by music and performance not only shaped Darci's talents, but also strengthened her connection with her family. Their support and shared passion for music have been a big part of Darci's journey to becoming a star. Despite her young age, Darci's performances with her mum show the power of family and the joy of sharing music together. It's these heartfelt moments that add an extra layer of warmth and inspiration to Darci's story, showing that talent and love for music can bring families closer and create unforgettable memories. Darci Lynne Farmer has been touring all over the United States. That's right. After winning America's Got Talent, Darci didn't just stop there. She started her own tours, performing live in cities from coast to coast. Her shows are a mix of singing, comedy, and of course, ventriloquism. Fans get to see her puppets like Petunia, Oscar, and Edna up close and personal. Each puppet has its own personality and brings something special to the stage. Darci's live shows are full of fun and surprises, keeping the audience laughing and entertained from start to finish. What's really amazing is how Darci connects with her fans during these tours. She loves meeting people after the shows and hearing how much they enjoyed it. Her tours aren't just about performing, they're about creating memories and sharing joy with her fans. Darci's touring schedule is pretty busy. She travels to big cities and small towns, making sure as many people as possible get to see her perform live. Her hard work and dedication to her fans are truly inspiring. If you ever get a chance to see Darci Lynne live, don't miss it. Her shows are an unforgettable experience, and you'll see why she's such a star. So keep an eye out for her tour dates and get ready for a night of fun and laughter. Darci Lynne, the talented ventriloquist from America's Got Talent, didn't just win hearts on the show, she also had her very own holiday special on NBC called Darci Lynne, My Hometown Christmas. This special TV show was all about celebrating Christmas in Darci's hometown. It aired on NBC, which is a big TV channel that many people watch. In the special, Darci Lynne brought her amazing puppet friends to life on stage. They sang songs, told funny jokes, and spread holiday cheer. It was like watching a magical Christmas story come to life right on your TV screen. One of the most exciting parts of the special was seeing Darci perform with her puppets in front of a live audience. She showed everyone how talented she is and why she won America's hearts on America's Got Talent. The holiday special wasn't just about entertainment, it was also about sharing joy and happiness with families all across America. Darci Lynne's charm and talent made the show really special, and it's something that fans of all ages could enjoy together during the holiday season.